All right, I want to do an unboxing and review about this Pentel Libertto pen. It comes with an Energel 0.7 millimeter cartridge in there, a Pentel cartridge, but the pen itself, it takes multiple different size cartridges, and I'll get into that a little bit later in this video. But starting with the unboxing. It comes in this kind of cheap cardboard box. The pen itself is made in Taiwan, as you can see there. But the present, I mean, is better. It's a 20, and this is 20 bucks on like Amazon, but it's still well presented. It's not just in some bubble pack. So it would still be suitable as a gift. I like that they didn't really spend too much on the packaging, even though it's still nice. So let's go ahead and open it up. The box, like I said, is cardboard, not plastic. But it does have this velveted flocked insert inside that holds the pen. So it's some degree of nice presentation. And then there's the pen itself. There's a pen that's sitting in the box. Says Pentel nicely, discreetly, and has good clip retention. The pen itself is all metal. It looks like stainless steel. And let's get into the weight of the pen here in a second. But first I want to show how it's a capped pen. And the way the cap is held is very nice and crisp. It's very secure. So you can pop the cap off and then it reveals the pen internally. This portion is made out of plastic, but it's a nice plastic. But the piece itself that the plastic surrounds is made out of metal. I'll get into that in a bit. The pen lid can be clipped on the back, and it clips in. You see how it clips in? It snaps in rather than, it's not a friction fit. It's a snap fit. So you don't mar the end of this stainless steel pen. It doesn't get all scratched up. As long as you're securing this somewhat gingerly, you shouldn't end up having scratches on here from holding the pen cap on the back, which is really nice attention to detail, and I think is well designed. And you can see that the pen snaps onto the end piece here, which is also very discreet. I mean, using it, you don't quite notice that. It's thicker here and it narrows down towards the back for that. But everything looks very sleek, very good transitions, seamless. And as you see where this pen snaps onto, the lid snaps onto the pen itself, it's also not a friction fit, snaps very nicely. And it's just about seamless. You can't quite, unless you look very closely, you can't quite tell where the pen meets the body. I'm sorry, where the pen lid meets the body, due to that having the seam here match the decorative piece on the lid, which is nice. The clip itself is very tight, very well, very secure. The finishing on the clip, if you look on the outside, is fantastic. If you look internally, you can see some machining. It's not the best, but at the same time, this is a $20 pen. Looking at it like this, you can't tell. You look at it on the flip side, you can kind of see that tiny bit of a corner was cut. And I use that in comparison to this Mont Blanc here, is if you can see that the finishing is exquisite and it's super seamless. And so this particular pen is nice, but this pen writes like garbage. It's hard to find refills that I like, so I don't quite use this one as much. Now let's go on to the weight. Interestingly enough, this pen weighs 30 grams. The body itself weighs 18 grams, and the lid weighs 12 grams. So I'll do those weights for you here. So, oops. 30 grams there. In ounces, that's 1.05 ounces. And let's go on to the lid. The lid itself is, as I mentioned, 12 grams. And the body itself is 18. And I'm going to explain why that's kind of important to point out. The reason is when you're writing with this, it's very well balanced in this way. And it's just perfect length. And it's very well balanced. But the moment you add this lid on the back, it becomes kind of back heavy and tippy. You see it? It's kind of heavy on the back. So I do write with it without the lid on. But when it's all secured and done like that, it was very nice. Now let me go through the how many ounces this works out to. The lid's 4.42 ounces, and this body is just for ounces 6.3. Let's do that again. 6.3. Okay. Hopefully that helped. Now let's move on to ink cartridges that are compatible. Like I said, this one comes with the Energel 0.7 millimeter. My favorite is the Energel 0.5 needle tip, which you will see right here. I have a couple of these unboxed. I'm not going to open these, but here's the Energel 0.5 needle tip. Just for there we go. And see this. LRN5. That's the refill. This is one of my favorites for gel. And then this is a Jetstream SXR7, or the 7 millimeter. Now I'm going to show you that both of these refills, which are these, fit inside this, as well as the Signo 207 refill. We'll try them all out just for comparison's sake. And again, this Jetstream, the Energels, the Jetstream Energels will also fit in this Signo body, which is my favorite. So here we go. So the way you unscrew this, unscrews, as I mentioned, this piece is made out of plastic, and then this is all metal. So this is still really well constructed. And this is the ink it comes with, is the and there you see it, the LR7. What is this? Yeah, LR7, Pentel LR7. But let's go ahead. Let's try the Energel first. Energel 0.5. That's going to fit. There it is. One nice thing is, I also want to point out about this pen, once you put these refills or any of them, there's absolutely no tip slop. You see that? There's no, it's just like one piece. The funny thing is with the 0.7 refill it came with, there's like a touch of, oops, I popped that off. There's a touch of tip slop, but this one has absolutely none. Let's do that. This is what it came with, the 0.7. See if I can demonstrate any tip slop in this. Maybe it didn't have any. Let me look here. Yeah, a little bit. You can hear that. Tick, 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 tick. A little bit of tip slop there. The 0.5 didn't. The Jetstream didn't as well, which I find interesting. But it does fit. There's a Jetstream 0.7. That's one of my favorite. There, fully down, and no tip slop, which is kind of works out. Is there something? Let me see. Ooh, ever so slight, but I've never noticed that in writing. I'm really moving it there. And no, I wouldn't say. I would say no tip slop. I mean, I'm really trying. And so it works out for me because I won't use a 0.7. I'll use a 0.5 needle tip and this Jetstream. They fit perfectly, and there's absolutely no tip slop for me when I'm using that. And as you can see, they both fit. Now let's go ahead and try the Signo. That's really important. When I'm using a pen, I really dislike tip slop. I get quite a bit of tip slop out of this, even with all three refills. The Signo, the Energel, and the Jetstream refills. And let's see, here is the Signo. This is a Signo, because I know a lot of people like this. This is actually not a bold though. It's a bold body, but this is the standard Signo. It's the oh man, let me see what it is. Here we go. This is the Signo UMR-85N refill. Okay, I think that's a standard size, or like the medium. Sorry, I can't remember exactly, but here, see if there's so this fits as well. And let's check for tip slop. No tip slop. That's what I find interesting. It ships with the 0.7 Energel, and there's tip slop with that, but nothing else. So maybe different. Maybe it's just a fluke or a one-off, but this is what it came with. And let's double check that tip slop. Yeah, I can feel it. There's a touch of tip slop. And when I'm writing with this 0.7, I hear that click, 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 click. So maybe it won't have that tip slop with aftermarket refills. I don't know, but there is none with the 0.5, the Jetstream, and the 0.5 Energel, the Jetstream 0.7, and the Signo one, and they all do fit. They all fit in this body. So if you're interested, if you like the look of the body, you want something premium feeling, and you want to be able to use it with a refill that is of your choice or your preference. If as long as it's one of these or this form factor, it will work. Hopefully that helped. Fantastic pen, nice weight. A little bit unbalanced with the lid on the back, but that's no problem. Use it without it. And when you pull it out and you're sitting in your pocket, it's going to look fantastic. That rose gold is just so sharp. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps someone who's considering it. Take care.